Hi, I'm Courtney Nash. I'm an editor with O'Reilly, and I'm here today with Dan Pilone from Element 84. And today we're going to be talking about video and video capture in iPhone apps. So is that just something for, video movie wonks? Like, what kind of apps are we talking about here?
No, so we're going to deal with it kind of at a little higher level. We're not going to be down at kind of the audio, video multiplexing kind of stuff. We're going to talk about how to use particularly on the iPhone, for the front camera and the back camera, and integrate it into a piece of a bigger application.
Yeah, okay. And so complexity-wise, is this a beginner level topic, an advanced topic?
No, we're going to go, this isn't a beginner topic. Yeah. We're making some assumptions about, you're familiar with Interface Builder, you're familiar with Objective-C. We're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be focusing on the frameworks. We're going to talk a little bit about things like Grand Central Dispatch to do some background threading. And we're going to be talking about kind of just general assumptions that you understand how to build an iPhone app and how to pull in some of the more advanced frameworks into that.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay.
Okay, Dan, so today we're working on video capture in iPhone apps. So tell me specifically what we're going to be doing.
So we're going to implement the video capture in an app we developed for a client. It's for a site called seizuretracker.com.
Seizure tracker.
Yep.
Okay.
And so it's for caretakers of people with epilepsy. And so typically, once the epilepsy hits a certain point, the neurologist will have you recording things like trigger information, duration, type of event, things along those lines. And seizuretracker.com has a site now where you can enter all this information whenever an event occurs, and it'll generate reports and graphs that you can give the neurologist for treatment and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. That's not very mobile, right?
Right. So they asked us to put together an iPhone app, basically that would leverage the camera in the iPhone, because part of the understanding what's happening is basically a video capture of the particular event, or if there's something unique about this event. Yep.
Okay.
And so we built a mobile app for them that captures this information, and then in addition can do video clips, and then synchronize them up to YouTube on a private side to share with neurologists for treatment, things like that. So we're going to take a look at the app. We're going to implement we're going to use that as our starting point, kind of the skeleton for the application, and then we'll drop in a lot of the video capture code.
Okay, so we're not building a soup to nuts app today. We're really just focusing on the video piece.
Right. So we're going to use the framework, and I'll walk through that part of the code when we get started, and then basically we'll implement. We'll start with still capture, and then we'll move it up to video capture, and then we'll deal with some of the performance issues and space constraints and things like that.
All right. You want to?
Okay. Yeah. So the app we're talking about is Seizure Tracker, and basically when you launch it, we have a launch screen, a quick launch button, or a quick capture button.
Okay.
That's for just jumping in and capturing an event. But the part we're going to be working on is over on the library, where you get a scrolled list of previous events and little thumbnails. And then when you add a new one, there's a no video button. And when you hit that, basically we'll drop in to a video capture side. And we have an event timer, and a lot of this is driven by the customer, or all of this is driven by the customer requirements, and so we can talk about some of this. But we have the ability to flip to the front and the back camera and control the lighting. We can pause and restart the timer, and then video capture is independent of the timer of the event, and so we're going to implement that.
Okay.
And then ultimately when we're finished, the event's over, and we'll capture that information. And then once you've captured that, you'll get the thumbnail view, come back in, and we can play it back.
Oh, okay. And we can add some data in here as well?
So in the full app, you can capture all kinds of information about the actual event, triggers, and the actual what type of event, post-event situations, things like that. We're not going to implement that part. We're going to use that as our framework.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So that's about it. So we can go ahead and we'll get implemented on that.
All right, let's get started.